Respected jurors, my name is Abhirami A. My BA thesis project is Theatre Complex for Surya Festival at Trivandrum. This project aims to address the quality of performance venues for classical art forms of India. All classical arts of India mandates specifically tailored spaces for its proper presentation and execution in order to ensure that its complete essence reach the spectators. Hence, my research question is how should the performance spaces be in accordance with the kinetics and dynamics of each art form? Surya, being the largest and longest art festival in the world, is the abode of all classical and traditional arts of India, including dance, music, theatre, film, photography, and talks. The project components include performance venues, rehearsal spaces, amenities, workshops, and artist accommodation. The footfall is estimated to be 5,000 per day. Literature case study Jai Jagat Theatre, Ahmedabad. It is a small amphitheatre primarily for children with a capacity of 300 persons, whose design vocabulary has been derived from Gandhian principles. This design helps to learn how the geometry and articulation of space itself complements the events taking place in the venue. National Grand Theatre, China. This case study helps to learn how to incorporate multiple venues within a single building and provide urban spaces inside to serve as amenities for public. Musen Theatre, China. From this design, it is inferred on how two different theatres can be accommodated within a single space. The venue has one permanent grand theatre and other small theatre which has movable seats facilitating 6 different configurations. Live case study, Kala Academy, Goa. From this case study, the contextual response of a festival venue is studied. It has multiple venues of different character. A detailed study and analysis of each of the performance venue is carried out. Tagore Theatre, Trivandrum. From this case study, the functional zoning of a performance venue in site planning is studied. The technical aspects of theatre design, including functional zoning at built level, circulation pattern, and quantitative aspects, are studied and analyzed. Kootambalam of Haripad Subramanya Swami Temple. From this case study, the application of ancient principles of theatre design and theatre acoustics is studied. The use of stone provides hard surface for the reflection of sound. The separate roof for stage with its concave ornamental members amplifies and scatters the sound without any mechanical assistance. Comparative analysis of theatre buildings. All the case studies are compared and analysis on the basis of the parameters functional zoning, proportion of spaces, relation among venues, entry points, integration with the context, and architectural design features. A separate comparative analysis of all the performance spaces of the case studies is done to analyze their efficiency. Site study and analysis. Contextual study. The site chosen for the project is located at Karakotam in Trivandrum. The location of Karakotam is chosen because of its emergence as the capital of Trivandrum, its proximity with CBD, access to all logistics, and occupation of multicultural groups in its vicinity. The site is a 24-acre land under the ownership of Kerala University, and it has a slope of 1:25 or 18-meter level difference. The context of the site is such that it is defined by two major roads, Karyavattam Tripadapuram Road and Trivandrum International Stadium Road. It has Greenfield Stadium at its northern end, Kerala University Karakotam campus at the southern end, and few other residential apartments along the western side. Study of physical features. The site has a west-facing slope, hence it receives direct heat and light. The northwestern corner is the lowest point of the site where water gets collected. Major vegetation includes acacia and coconut palm. Views into the site are from the northern and southern sides. From the contextual study, it is inferred that providing entry from the stadium road at northern end and exit into the same road on the western side will cause minimum impact on the existing traffic pattern. Slope analysis. Since the project involves theatre buildings, the design can utilize the contours of the site for the levels within. The building can be aligned linearly to be in accordance with the geometry of the site. Climatic analysis. Since the slope faces the west, the entire built spaces requires a permanent shading device for protection. Hydrology. The northwest corner of the site can serve as its water reservoir. The project components include Administration Wing, Theatre for Film Festival, Kootambalam, Theatre for Dance and Drama, Theatre for Music Festival, food courts, rehearsal spaces, workshops, accommodation for artists and parking area. The total built-up area accounts for 23,417 m square. Concept and design development. Considering the traffic flow along the two adjoining roads, the main entrance is provided from the northern end of the site and the vehicles are exited into the stadium road. Considering the west-facing slope and the prominent wind direction of the site, a breathing wall runs throughout the length of the site for its climatic adaptability. Considering the terrain and geometry of the site, the theatres are placed linearly along the site with the slopes as per the contours. These are interspersed with courtyards that will function as interactive spaces and also ensure airflow. The artist spaces, workshops, and official spaces are provided linearly with courtyards in between. The lowest level of the site in the northwestern corner is made into a water body. This water body, along with the breathing wall, will become the visual fiesta for the public who traverse along the stadium road. With its location in an urban context, the breathing wall will segregate all the functions within the site from what happens all around. The rooftop of the theatre complex have a series of communal open spaces, commercial shops and galleries to address the contextual setting. Circulation of the public and the artist are well segregated. Regular movement happens around the periphery of the site and the service road runs along the western side. The vertical zoning of the building design also shows a proper hierarchy of spaces, starting with the courtyard, lobby, venues, artist spaces and the workshops, connecting corridors and the service. The upper floors will have the amenities and accommodation for artists. Master plan. One enters into the theatre complex from the entrance at the northern end. The access road connects the dedicated parking lots and the drop-off pavilions for each venue, and it proceeds to the main parking area. Master plan. One enters into the theatre complex from the entrance at the northern end. The access road connects the dedicated parking lots and the drop-off pavilions for each venue, and it proceeds to the main parking area and to the exit into the stadium road. The service road branches from it and runs along the ground floor level. The theatre complex lays linearly along the length of the site, and there is the water body at the northwestern corner. Access routes within the building. This sheet shows the overall anatomy of the theatre complex. The ground floor consists of artist spaces, artist lounge, rehearsal spaces, store and meeting room. It provides access to the green rooms and stage for the artist. For the public, it provides access to the courtyards and toilets from the lobby at the ground floor level. The function of the first floor is to provide access to the theatres for the public from the intermediate level of the long stairs connecting the three floors. This landing provides connection to the administrative block as well. The second floor provides access to the building from the road level. The single flight of long stairs connect it with the other two floors. Public have access to balcony floors of the music theatre and theatre for film festival. The artist zone and the public zone are clearly demarcated within the building. Theatre for film screening. This theatre has a total capacity of 500. The seats in the foremost rows are dipped and the balcony is cantilevered to ensure proper viewing angles. Kootambalam. The festival for the dance form of Mohiniyattam is conducted in Kootambalam. Mohiniyattam is characterized by gentle movements, music and rhythm. It employs in-depth facial expressions that uses each and every part of the dancer's face. So in architectural terms, an additional roof is provided for the stage to amplify the low frequency sound of Mohiniyattam music. The flames of oil lamp showcase the facial expressions and the flow of movements most elegantly. The height of the stage and the distance of the spectators from the stage is reduced to have close vision towards the facial expression of the dancer, and the spectators are seated at the floor to see the face of the dancer with the light of oil lamp. This is the Kootambalam with attached green rooms and the stage in front. The stage has an additional roof with mangrove tiles. Theatre for Dance and Drama 1. This theatre is designed for the performance of two different dance forms, Kuchipudi and Kathak. Kuchipudi is a very dynamic and vibrant dance form which involves dynamic movements and intricate footworks, while Kathak is another dance form that is characterized by tapping of feet and multiple spins. The format adopted for this theatre is thrust stage with 270-degree encirclement so that the dynamic movements of these dance forms can be viewed from three different directions. Since they involve intricate or complex footworks, the stage height is raised so that the focus of the spectators are towards the feet of the dancer. Theatre for Dance and Drama 2. This is another theatre designed for the performance of two other dance forms, Bharatanatyam and Odissi. Bharatanatyam is a dance form involving energetic and geometric movements and postures in which the dancer has to have perfect body control, while Odissi is another dance form involving highly sculpturesque and graceful postures. The headpiece worn by the dancer is its most iconic part. In both these art forms, the spectators should be able to see the dancer from head to toe as if within a frame. End-stage theatre model is adopted for this venue, in which the spectators are oriented and turned directly in front of the stage without any encirclement. And the height of the stage is such that spectators are able to see the dancer from head to toe, particularly as the body dynamics of the movements and the strong postures need to be seen within that particular frame. Theatre for Music Festival. This theatre is designed to conduct festivals of Indian classical music, and on top of it there is amphitheatre. The shape of the theatre is derived from the acoustical aspects of classical music. Elongated hexagonal shape with smaller hexagonal tiers in between provides sufficient room volume and thereby causes sound broadening effect. Amenities. The courtyards and long stairs form the major socializing spaces. The canteen for staff, public, and the users of the balcony floor are provided at three levels. Elevations. The east elevation of the theatre complex is characterized by levels and hierarchy of roofscape, which is a common feature of the traditional buildings in Trivandrum. The west elevation is characterized by the breathing wall, which is interspersed with openings at courtyards, and it forms the identity of the building. Special topic: Breathing wall principles and design. The basic principle of a breathing wall is that when air is compressed through the small apertures of a screen, its velocity increases and it becomes cooler. Breathing walls were major ornamental features of the traditional Indian architecture, in which, apart from the climatological aspects, it had social, cultural, and religious dimensions. Architecture of the contemporary era uses breathing walls out of diverse kinds of materials, including terracotta, brick, metal, MDF, GRF, etc. Special topic application. For the design of breathing wall in theatre complex, the lowest part of the wall has openings to allow wind movement into the courtyard and to ventilate the lobby. The official activities require more privacy and heat control. The workshop spaces involves intense physical activity, and hence the wall needs to have smallest perforations to ensure more air change. The amenity floor is added with Jarocas for viewpoints, and the highest floor will accommodate the artist, and hence the windows need to be protected to ensure climatic adaptability. While following all the functional requirements of the breathing wall, the patterns in this wall is derived out of the common features of the costume of Indian classical dance forms. Since the wall serves as a function of forming identity of the theatre complex, the character of the wall should be such that it is inspired from the visual aspects of the events hosted within it. The large openings at the lowest part is inspired from the patterns in anglets. The wall with smallest perforations take the shape of the lower plates. Ventilators and balconies are inspired from the pattern of ornamental belt, facade from the upper plates, and finial from the headgear design.